Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and we're going to be comparing a milled AK-47 style of rifle compared to an AKM style of stamped AK style rifle. So on the milled side we have an Arsenal SAM5 and 5.56, and on the stamped side we have an Arsenal SLR-107FR and 7.62x39. These are two very comparable rifles from the same manufacturer, so let's look at them and see how they're different. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and start out with some of the receiver differences. On the bottom here, this is my Arsenal SLR-107FR, which is a stamped receiver AKM style of gun. And up top is an Arsenal SAM5, which is a milled receiver style of AK. So just starting with the milled receiver, the biggest differences are going to be the rivets that you can see here. So on the stamped receiver gun, you do have a trunnion in the front and in the rear, which holds in your barrel and then all the stock hardware in there. Whereas on the milled receiver AK, you don't have any of those rivets in there. And that's because everything is actually milled into the receiver itself as far as the barrel trunnion, all the stock components back here. So you don't need to have any other steel parts riveted in there. One thing I will note on the SAM5 is it does have a side rail which is mounted on there with rivets, but again, this is more of an Arsenal thing than a traditional AK-47 kind of thing. Now, looking at the receivers itself too, besides the rivets, another way that you can identify an AKM style stamp receiver are going to be the dimples here, which depending on the country of manufacturer, Romanian ones don't have these, but the majority of AKMs are going to have these dimples here, which help to stabilize the magazine in there and give it a little bit more rigidity. Now on the AK-47 style, the milled receiver gun, you can see we just have a massive lightning cut up here at the front of the receiver. For a Type 3 style of receiver, it's going to be parallel with the bottom of the receiver versus parallel with the bolt essentially on a Type 2 style of receiver. But that's going to be one of the big ways to be able to identify a milled receiver gun there. One other thing that's worth noting as far as the Arsenal guns is you can see this pin here. That is where your barrel is basically pressed back into the trunnion, and then this pin is drilled and put into place here to hold the barrel in there. This is the style that the AKM used. The original AK-47 milled guns actually used a threaded style of barrel which they would thread back into the trunnion. However, the Bulgarians, when they came out with their different series of milled AKs, they actually used that AKM style of barrel mounting. So it's just pressed back into the milled receiver and then pinned in place. Now the top covers are another area where your original AK-47 milled style of guns versus the stamped style guns are going to be different. On the bottom here, this is the SLR, so the stamped one. And you can see it has these little shapes pressed into the top cover, which adds strength and rigidity to it, because the original AK-47 smooth style of receiver top cover is actually going to be a thicker gauge of steel. If you look at it, it's really hard to tell between the two, but this is a little bit thicker than the stamped one, so it's going to be a little bit heavier and a little bit stronger. So to make up the difference on the stamped guns, they just did these little shapes stamped in there to help it be a little bit more rigid. Now this is going to be a little bit more Arsenal specific, but on the SLR-107 you can see this is very traditional AK style of recoil springs. So you have the two kind of D-rings in there, the long ovals which attach in the center there. And this is going to be different than the SAM5. If we take a look at it, it's actually two rods which are telescoping in on each other. And then you can see there's even a little cutout at the back here, so that's so you can actually disassemble that. If you pull back on the spring a little bit, then you can press, if this thing works with me, this little clip off the front, and then we can just take the spring off of these two guide rods here. So we can go ahead and actually just press this one through, so that's why they have that little cutout in there. Is it a better design? Not necessarily. I will say it's a little bit easier to disassemble and maintain, but it's not necessary to actually disassemble your spring every time you clean it. So it's up to you to decide if that's really an advantage or not. As far as bolt carrier groups on the SLR and the SAM5 go, they're almost identical. The biggest difference is going to be this raised portion here on the SLR's bolt carrier, and that's not going to be on the SAM5. But other than that, the design is essentially identical. So we're not seeing major differences between the two here. And then if I go ahead and pop out the bolts, so we have the SLR here, and this is a 7.62x39 gun versus The SAM5 on the left here, this is a 5.56 gun, but you can see the bolt design is entirely identical. There's no real differences between the stamped and the milled guns. All right, so I'll go ahead and start out by popping out our selector levers here, our safeties. So go ahead and remove it. It's the same on both. And these are essentially identical going from the milled gun to the stamp gun. There are no major differences and they are interchangeable between the two. Now, setting those aside, we'll go ahead and take a look at the SLR, the stamp gun first. Just looking at the external of the receiver, again, we have a Russian-style rivet pattern up here, and that's going to hold in our front trunnion. And there's also going to be a couple of rivets in the rear here, which holds on that rear trunnion. This is a 100 or Century style of AK, so it does have that folding stock mechanism in there. And then there's an additional rivet here in the middle, which is mainly there for actually supporting the receiver, adding some rigidity there. Now, looking on the inside, you can see we do have rails on either side of the receiver that your bolt and carrier rides on. And on the left side, that's going to be your fixed ejector here. And that's, again, going to be part of the rail. So that's actually just in that stamped steel rail there. And these rails are welded to the receiver with spot welds on the outside here that you can see on either side of the receiver. Now, taking a look at the milled gun, the SAM5, you can see most of the same internal parts are going to be in there as far as the rails go. You have your ejector here, but it's all a single part. So these rails are actually milled out of a solid block of steel, and there's no external welds, rivets, nothing like that in here because it's all just a single piece. So what's your trunnion on the AKM series is just going to be part of the milled receiver itself, as well as the stock at the back here. There are actually two rivets there, and that's going to be for the bottom tang here to hold the stock in. But other than that, it's essentially going to be a single piece. And then we also have the trigger group in here, which is going to be very typical AK. On this one, I do have a shepherd's hook because I didn't swap out the trigger at all. On the SLR-107FR, I do have the retaining plate here, which is a kind of a better way of doing it, but I did replace that on there. Other than that, though, the trigger groups are going to be essentially identical. I will say that from the factory, the SLR-107 didn't have a double hook style of trigger, so I did modify the receiver a bit there. Whereas the milled receiver, SAM5, does have a double hook style of cut in the receiver, so you can throw whatever AK style of trigger you want in there. Now, as far as the front end goes, the gas tube, all of this stuff, it's going to be essentially the same going from the AK-47, the stamp style or the milled style of gun, to the stamp style of gun. All the controls, you got the lever up there, you have your gas tube, all of that is going to be essentially identical. Now, looking at the gas block as well as the sights, there are going to be some minor differences here, but for the most part, they're going to be very similar. So the SLR-107, you can see the vent holes are going to be at the front of our gas tube here, and then we have our bayonet lug underneath and all that. So that's pretty typical, and this has a 24 by 1.5 millimeter metric thread on it, and the front sight is going to be actually a little bit shorter than it is on the SAM5 here if we look at it. The very early series of AKs and the AKMs actually as well have a angled style of gas block up front. And with the SAM5, they actually did go to a 90-degree style of gas block up here. It's simpler to make and actually seems to work out pretty well. It's just not as complicated. So there's no major differences here. We do have our bayonet lug, and then this is 14 by 1 left-hand threaded, so our typical original AK pattern of threading on there. And the front sight is going to be also slightly different than it is on the stamp gun here, but for all intents and purposes, they're essentially the same. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for a comparison of a stamped and a milled AK style of rifle. So thank you for checking out the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and do all that fun stuff, and I'm going to see you in the next one.